All right, so we are now live here on the YouTube channel. This is your WWE Stomping Grounds 2019 pay-per-view preview and predictions. Now, let's talk about this show, shall we? But before I get into my predictions and my thoughts on what's going to be Stomping Ground this Sunday, I have a couple of announcements I want to make because why the fuck would I not, right? So, I said this on this past Sunday's installment of Around the Point, that on this Sunday's episode, I will be doing a Q&A. So if you have not yet, you can send all your questions to me over at Twitter, at HeelSteven. Use the hashtag ATPoint so I know it's for the Q&A. You can ask 3 questions per person. Ask me whatever you want. Be about professional wrestling, combat sports, whatever the fuck you want to ask. I'm only going to ask one thing, though. Don't send a repeated question. Just don't. I've had people do that before, and it gets annoying because, again, I'm doing the Q&A, and I've answered that said question that someone already asked, and then it come back to it's like you basically wasted a question, if you will. But anywho, guys, I'm doing this whole thing this Sunday on the YouTube channel on Around the Point. I'm also going to do, I want to play this back, see if I can hear myself here. Here we go. I can hear myself. That's very awesome. But yeah, guys, again, I'm doing a Q&A Sunday. If you have not sent in the questions, go over there to Twitter at HeelSteven, and let's get this ball rolling. Also, I cannot wait to make this announcement. Now, it's crazy to think that next week it's gonna go down. Next week it is going down, motherfuckers. What am I talking about? Well, T-Mail Podcast episode 300. That's right, 300 episodes in of the Team Heel Podcast. You know what's crazy? Me and Walter at Ham Walter, we were talking about this a couple days ago. We were in New York for House of Glory. Because it all started with just me and him. We started this whole thing. And it started off basically with 10 people on a Skype call on a shitty connection. Basically. And from there, we went to Google Hangout, and then we went to Mixlr and OBS, and now here we are. 300 episodes later. Something that started about, I want to say, almost 7 years ago or so. Almost 6-7 years, you kind of get the idea. But yeah, guys, episode 300 goes down on June 28th, 2019, 10 p.m. Eastern time here on the YouTube channel. Expect the unexpected. I'm trying to get people on, the usual crew. Trying to get Connor from OKFabe on the show. Try to get Walter in, obviously. Big Mike, Chase. Try to get everyone in general, basically. What I'm also going to try to do, because I know it's been a while since I've done this, is re-enable the live calling feature. I know for a lot of people, they wanted to do the live call, I know for a long time, people wanted to call into the show. And I've had a Skype number a long time ago. And what happened was that with the new Skype update, which is still a pain in the ass, it still sucks, I had to delete the number because basically if you were to call in, the people that I'm doing the show with, like say Walter, Mike, or Chase, or any other combination, that call that I'm in with the group for the podcast would have to hang up. And it would be an annoying thing. So I cannot wait for this. I can't wait for this Sunday for the Q&A. And next Friday is episode 300. And then after that, again, it's beyond basically. But this Friday's episode 299, the Go Home show to 300. A lot to get into as well. But what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen, is to discuss WWE Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground goes live this Sunday on pay-per-view on the WWE Network from Tacoma, Washington. I want to hear the playback again. And then after that, again, there we go. There we go. I hear myself again. Just to be on the safe side of shit, because sometimes you just really can't be secure, if you will. You want to be we want to make sure everything's right, okay? But Stomping Ground goes live this Sunday. I know a lot of people are very upset about this show. You know what? I know you all want to see me, so here I am, dorks. You can see me on camera. What up, motherfuckers? What up, motherflowers? Yeah, I can't believe that I'm actually I'm owner of a Mac. I'm a Mac user now. I'm an Apple user, basically. I'm about to get an iPhone, actually, too, now that I think about it. I ain't gonna lie, but at the same time, I've been loyal to Samsung for a long time. So it's like, I want to get the new Galaxy phone, but at the same time, that iPhone doesn't look that bad either. You know, now that I have an Apple device here and shit like that. But listen, I get it. I understand. Stomping Grounds is the bleeding shits. It really is. This card is the fucking bleeding shits. I can end the predictions right here if I wanted to. I can end it right here and tell you guys this show's gonna be shit. Don't waste your time. I get it. I understand. It's fucking baloney, but you kind of get the idea already, right, guys? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only YouTuber. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only podcaster that is saying this. Also, guys, by the way, if you guys want to, I also have the Streamlabs enabled. If you want to leave a donation to the show, feel free to. It's completely up to you. Links in the description and all that fun stuff. But like I said, guys, yes, Stomping Ground is the bleeding shits. This card is crap. But it's funny because a couple days ago, my good friend, my brother, Chase Oliver, posted a tweet on Twitter. And it really dawned on me in the sense of, okay, there's stuff that makes sense. And one thing about Chase is he has the ability to talk sense, if you will. He has the ability to, what am I looking for here? He has that ability to, again, give detail to what's happening. Give information out there that people may not want to say, people may not want to hear. And it's very true, because, again, what he posted on Twitter a couple days ago is very true regarding Stomping Grounds. And it's very true because, again, at the same time, it amazed me that no podcaster, no YouTuber on the platform is even saying this. They're just going by the fact that this show is shit. Oh my God, they're lacking ticket sales. The ticket sales are terrible right now. WWE doing a buy two get one free ticket just to get ticket sales rolling. But again, you don't hear the likes of the Lexman or JD from NY or Salamonster. Well, I love Salamonster, by the way. But again, it's guilt by association almost, okay? And so on and so forth. Talk about this in general when it comes to the Stomping Ground. And granted, you know what? At the same time, it's still no excuse. This card is still shit. But this is basically what Chase wrote, and it's so true, though, when you think about it. It's it's a lot of good points here, if you will. And quote, I'm going to play devil's advocate and defend WWE a bit on low Stomping Ground ticket sales. First off, originally, there was a house show in Washington. Backlash was supposed to be in San Diego. That show was selling pretty well before moving it to Washington. Keep in mind, now you're putting a pay-per-view in a market where probably at first they didn't care and weren't invested in. Now you expect the fans to be invested automatically and buy tickets just because it's a pay-per-view. Just because it's a pay-per-view doesn't mean it sells well. WWE isn't 100% innocent. They messed up, but I'm just so annoyed having fans act like this is super bad when it's a filler show they don't even care about. And that's true as well. Basically, Stomping Grounds is a filler show. That's what it basically is. It's filler. It's basically on the road to SummerSlam. And you think about it, we're almost there too. It's June. July is almost here. And after that, it's August, basically. So that being said, again, this was supposed to be a house show. It basically is a house show. And look at the matches on this card. It's all rematches from previous time. It's a fucking rematch show, basically. I can go on and go on with this, but again, I don't want to sit here and waste time and just babble on like every other YouTuber, every other podcaster have done before, as I said in previous time. But nonetheless, give me your thoughts. What's your point of view on Stomping Grounds? Are you one of these people that, you'll watch because wrestling on a Sunday, or you're going to skip it? Because I'll be real about it. A part of me wants to skip the show and go on with my day that Sunday. But at the same time, hey, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a podcaster. I can't help myself. I'm going to watch it because 9 times out of 10, too, how many times have there been shows? Okay. And I know I'm rambling on. I'll get into the predictions momentarily. Okay. How many times have there been shows that WWE has done where, oh my God, it sucks, it's terrible, it's crap, fuck this show, but ended up being an actual good show? Actually ended up delivering in some way, shape, or form. Remember Great Balls of Fire? Oh my God, that show was going to be shit. And it ended up fucking delivering. One of their best shows of the year. When you think about it. So I'm not saying this show is going to wow people. I'm not saying that. But never say never, because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. So let's begin with this, shall we? Let's get on to this card and all that fun stuff. And again, I welcome your feedback, guys. I welcome your guys' thoughts as well in this predictions, whatever the fuck it may be. So we have 9 matches on this card. God damn it. 9 matches. Now keep this in mind. I didn't do a Raw review. I didn't do a SmackDown review. I really didn't care. Okay, I just didn't feel like it, to be honest. Again, I moved to the new place, and it's really difficult now to get these Raw reviews up and these SmackDown reviews up like I would want to. But here we are. I'm trying to do these pay-per-view predictions and shit like that. So we start things off with Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan versus Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Now, again, maybe I missed SmackDown or something. But to my understanding, can someone tell me or someone explain to me, did Tucker and Otis, did they win a match to get the title shot or something? I really want to know. But to my understanding here, basically, what we have here is Otis and Tucker interrupted and challenged the champions to a title match, which was accepted for a later time. And from there, I guess Bryan and Rowan were set to have a title unification match with the Kayfabe YOLO Country Tag Team Champions, a couple of local wrestlers with cardboard belts. The Heavy Machinery came out before the match and accused Bryan and Rowan of avoiding their challenge. Bryan said the Heavy Machinery needed to earn the opportunity and had them instead face the enhancement talents, with who Heavy Machinery quickly defeated. Bryan and Rowan were then scheduled to defend the tag team titles against Heavy Machinery at Stomping Ground. So that's how we got to the match. I mean, it should be an interesting match. Granted, say what you want, but I think Bryan doing the best work of his career in a long time. Does he need a tag team titles? No, they don't really need him and Rowan, but I don't mind it for what it's worth. Otis and Tucker, I'll say this. It's, to me at least, it's been hit and miss. I feel like they've been rushed to the main roster way too fast. I feel like they should have stayed at NXT a little longer. But I guess it's them just putting in tag teams for the sakes of putting tag teams. It should be an okay match, whatever the fuck you want to consider that being. But this, honestly, is something you could definitely see on SmackDown. This really doesn't scream pay-per-view, in my opinion, at the same time. That being said, I'm going with Bryan and Rowan to successfully retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. After this, we have Tony Nese defending the Cruiserweight Championship in a triple threat match against Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak. Now, I don't watch 205 Live. I've said that numerous times. I do not watch 205 Live. Don't fucking get at me. Don't get upset with me. I just don't. It's just not really my cup of tea. I get it. There's good wrestling there. Oh my God. Chad Gable is now all of a sudden on 205 Live. And I'm supposed to care. I'm supposed to give a shit now. No. Sorry. No, I don't. Nonetheless, Tony Nese is still the Cruiserweight champion. I'm surprised. I don't know how the fuck is that even possible, but whatever. It is what it is. A couple of weeks ago, there was a fatal 4-way match, elimination or something like that, and I guess something happened, some controversy happened, and now here we are. And I guess now Drew Gulak and Akira Tozawa are going to get a shot at Tony Nese, triple threat. Listen, say what you want about these Cruiserweight guys, but you already know what to expect from these guys. You know what to expect. Probably the best thing on the show. People will lose their mind. Again, they're in Tacoma, Washington. So I don't know how alive this crowd will be. I don't know how alive or into the show or into this match they'll even be. For all we know, for guys like the Cruiserweights, you got the crowd just sitting there with their hands folded, like whatever, just quiet. I'm going to the bathroom, getting a drink. But that being said, I am going to go with Tony Nese retaining the Cruiserweight Championship. Because again, this is a filler show. This is something, okay, let's get to fucking SummerSlam in any way possible right now. At the same time, though, I guarantee you these fucks are not even thinking about SummerSlam right now. They're not. They're absolutely not thinking about SummerSlam right now. And why would they? Why the fuck would they? Whatever. We have the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, a tag team match. God damn it. Another tag team match. This should be very interesting. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn apparently cannot be apart from one another. The fucking wild card rule, motherfuckers. Because that's what it is. Kofi's champion, WWE champion, obviously. So I guess this is them trying to get revenge for, I guess, the attacks on Kofi and shit like that. Big E's back. I'm really surprised that they haven't really turned him heel yet or have not planted those seeds yet. I think they will plant those seeds of a Kofi Kingston heel turn. I mean, I bet of a Big E heel turn, but one can hope. One can fucking hope. This is, again, another filler match. This doesn't scream out pay-per-view quality. No, by no means at all. They'll put in the effort, I guarantee you that. But I'm going to go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. For the sakes of it, if you will. So there you go with that. We have Samoa Joe defending the United States Championship versus Ricochet. Ricochet won a fatal 5-way elimination match. Literally this past Monday on Raw. And for what it was worth, I like the fact that Miz was able to make Ricochet's maneuvers look amazing. Say what you want about Miz, but at least when he fights the indie guys, he makes these indie guys feel credible or make them look good, like $1 million. There was that. But after the match, Samoa Joe attacked Ricochet, but Ricochet got the upper hand at the end. This should be, honestly, the match of the night. By all accounts, this should be the match of the night. That being said, I don't see Ricochet taking the belt off Samoa Joe. I see some disqualification or a count out. So Ricochet does end up getting the win, but he doesn't really get the championship. It's disqualification. So there you go with that. We have Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Oh my God. Again, the rematch from God knows how, from WrestleMania 35. Hopefully, I'll say this. I hope this is better than the match from WrestleMania. I was there. I remember people just throwing beach ball and throwing chants and shit like that, not giving a flying fuck about this match. It was dead. I hope they have a better match than they did at WrestleMania. I think they can, honestly. Basically, it's Shane McMahon, the best in the world, and him just stroking his ego, basically. People have been saying that, oh my God, when Shane's on TV, I change the channel. And honestly, it's getting boring. I think Shane has overstayed his welcome, obviously. But to each their own. To each their fucking own. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre getting the win here. But at the same time, Drew cost Roman the match as Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia against Shane. So I guess Roman could get revenge too. So you know what? I take that back. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns getting the win. Roman's getting his win. And this feud will unfortunately still continue with Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon. We have Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's Championship against Lacey Evans. A rematch for Money in the Bank. Honestly, I don't know why Lacey is still in this spot. Don't get me wrong, she's a good talent for what it is. but she doesn't scream out, okay, I should be challenging for the women's championship at this stage of the game. No. That being said, at the same time, who the fuck do you have Becky face? Who do you have Becky challenge? Who do you have challenging Becky for the championship? That's what I'm trying to say. It should be, I guess, a match that's there. Again, the rematch for Money in the Bank. I'm going with Becky to retain her championship. I just don't see them putting the ball on Lacey Evans right away, to be honest. We then get, speaking of women's championship and shit that doesn't make sense at all, we have Bayley defending the SmackDown Women's Championship versus Alexa Bliss, who's from Monday Night Raw, by the way. Who's from Monday Night Raw, who, again, because of the wild card rule, is on SmackDown Live getting this title match. It started because a couple weeks ago on, I guess, on SmackDown, obviously, Alexa Bliss claimed that, hey, when she was champion, the belt meant something. You know that. Alexa Bliss, who's from Monday Night Raw. There you go. I hear myself again. I'm so cocky and shit. Where was I? So you have Alexa Bliss, who's from Monday Night Raw, on the SmackDown show called the Wild Card Rule, talking about how when she was SmackDown Women's Champion, the belt meant something. How Bayley's a placeholder now. How she peaked in NXT. Keep this in mind too. You have Nikki Cross, who's being joined by Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, you can make the argument using her and all that fun stuff. So that being said, you know, could we see Alexa Bliss lose the championship match because of Nikki Cross or some weird interference? I think that's gonna happen. That being said, I'm going with Bayley here to win the belt, to retain her title. And you can say after this, maybe Alexa Bliss snaps and turns on Nikki Cross and just all that fun stuff. We'll see. But again, I just don't care for this match either. We then have Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin for the Universal Championship, with Baron Corbin having to choose the special guest referee. Now, if you watch Raw and SmackDown this week, Seth Rollins has been the chairman, literally swinging that steel chair at anyone that is affiliated or associated with Baron Corbin. Poor EC3. And poor Eric Young. God damn it, yo. TNA LOL. Honestly, to my understanding, and then again, I don't know how many of you dorks remember this shit, but there was a rumor going around a while ago that there were advertisements for Extreme Rules featuring Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. That being said, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's a match nobody wants to see anymore. It happened. Let's move on. But who's to fucking say that Baron Corbin doesn't walk out of Tacoma or Stomping Grounds as the new Universal Champion? And again, Extreme Rules is, well, let me find out. When is Extreme Rules anyway? I'm curious on this one. Extreme Rules. It's on July 14th. You mean to tell me he can't hold on to the championship for a couple of weeks and then have Rollins get the belt back, only to have Brock cash in? Now the question is too, who's going to be the referee? You can go many ways with this. I guess you could say Paul Heyman. I guess you could say Paul Heyman. Or you could say Brock Lesnar. But why would that even be if Brock's going to cash in at the end of the match? Honestly, I don't know. I wish I could sit here and tell you who I think will be the referee, who I think will officiate this match and all that stuff. You mad if they bring out Sylvain Grenier? God damn it, that'll be funny as hell. But I don't know who's gonna be. I don't know. I do see, however, and again, this is me, of course, taking it for what it's worth. I don't see Brock cashing in Tacoma. I don't see it happening. However, I do see Baron Corbin. And again, I'm probably going to be wrong with this one. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? I see Baron Corbin winning the match, becoming the champion, getting a short run with it. A short run, just to drop the belt back to Rollins at Extreme Rules. That's what I see happening. And honestly, I would not mind that. I would not mind it for the fact that, okay, you didn't see it coming, and oh my God, there it is. There it is. And there, bam. We then get the main event. We get Kofi Kingston versus It Should Have Been Me, Dolph Ziggler, in a steel cage match for the WWE Championship. Now, this is taking place at Super Showdown. Xavier Woods got involved in the championship match with Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler by punching Ziggler, costing Ziggler the championship. So now Ziggler wants his revenge. He wants to get retribution. He wants to get even. He doesn't want the New Day to get involved. That's why here he is making this match basically a steel cage match where he feels he's going to win. And it was still, with steel cage matches, they always tend to be fun for what it's worth. I'm not saying that Kofi and Dolph are going to do some crazy shit on top of the cage. I don't see that happening, honestly. But for what it's worth, to me, I see Kofi Kingston retaining the WWE Championship. At the same time, though, listen, I think the Kofi Championship run is overstated its welcome. Granted, it happened at Mania, great, but I think it's really time they start considering taking that belt off Kofi Kingston somewhere down the road. Maybe by SummerSlam time, before SummerSlam, but honestly, it's overstated its welcome. And I just think it's time for them to move on. Find someone else. Give it to Kevin Owens. Why the fuck not? Give it to Kevin Owens. But do not give it to Shane McMahon. That would be so funny if they do give it to Shane McMahon. But that's my take, guys. It's my take over on Super Showdown. Guys, again, give me your thoughts on WWE Super Showdown. Your thoughts on the matches that I discussed. Your thoughts on the show. Are you going to watch it or not? What's your predictions and all that fun stuff? Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Guys, before I wrap this up, quick reminder, dorks, that this Sunday on Around the Point, I am doing a Q&A. If you have not yet sent in your questions, do it now. Head over to Twitter at HeelSteven. Use the hashtag ATPoint. Search for the Q&A. You can only send 3 questions. Ask whatever you want about pro wrestling, combat sports, whatever you want to ask. Feel free to. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but again, ask whatever the fuck you'd like. That's what I'm trying to say. But again, quick reminder, guys, whatever you guys do not send a repeated question. You have no idea how annoying that at times can get. When people send a repeated question, it gets annoying. I don't care. Believe me when I say that. Believe me when the fuck I say that. Also, next Friday, June 28th, 2019, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, it is episode 300 of the Team Heel podcast. 300 episodes in, guys. We're about to be. That to me is a big deal. Because honestly, I thought 200 was big. 300 is even bigger now. And it's only downhill from here. What I mean that is, it's basically, just off to the races, if you will. That's what I'm trying to say. From 400 to 500, 600, 700, 800, 1,000, whatever the fuck it may be. But to me, it's a big deal. As a podcaster, as a YouTuber, as a content creator here on the platform, 300 episodes in. From what was basically, like I said in the beginning of this predictions video, what me and Walter basically started with 10 people on a Skype call around a shitty connection to now being literally a week away from 300. That to me is huge. That puts a big smile on my face. It really, really does. And I hope you all join us on that day and all that fun stuff. I'm going to try to bring back the phone line for that episode. Just keep that in mind too. We'll keep you posted. All right. But that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm going to go to bed because I literally am tired as shit. Had a long day at work. I'm going to get some shut-eye. After this, I'm going to watch the Copa America. The South American regional tournament, I guess, international South American tournament in soccer. I know today's Uruguay, Japan. Yesterday's Argentina, Paraguay. Peru plays Saturday. There's Brazil. That should be fun too. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching. As always, y'all, hate, comment, and subscribe. And I will likely be live Sunday after Stomping Grounds to review the show. Okay? So there's that as well. All right, y'all. I'm Steve, and I am out like Janet's titties. Peace out, dorks.